Welcome to the Daily Insights that Matter. The RBI recently published a fascinating research paper discussing India's potential to become a high-income country by 2047. The criteria for defining a developed country varies, and different organizations like the World Bank and the International Monetary Fund have their own classifications based on per capita income. As per World Bank's classification, a country needs to have a per capita nominal GDP higher than $21,664 to be considered a high-income country by 2047. To achieve this target, India would require a real GDP compounded annual growth rate of 7.6% between the years 2023 to 24 and 2047 to 48. On the other hand, according to the IMF's classification of an advanced economy, a country's per capita nominal GDP should exceed $30,351 to attain the status of an advanced economy by 2047. To meet this objective, India would need a higher real GDP CAGR growth of 9.1% during the same period from 23 to 24 and 2047 to 48. These growth rates represent the pace of economic expansion required for India to achieve different levels of economic development by 2047. The research paper also highlighted that to sustain growth over the next 25 years, India must rebalance its economic structure by strengthening its industrial sector, which has strong backward and forward linkages. Besides providing employment opportunities, a wider industrial sector would mean that India would be able to meet domestically the increasing demand from the ever-expanding population. India must grow faster in any given year if it wants to bridge the gap between itself and other major economies. It is almost a necessity for us and not a choice. The challenge here is to make sure the people have access to quality education, healthcare, and infrastructure. If we can invest in our youth and unleash their potential, India could truly become a global economic leader. However, if we fail to provide them with the essentials, this demographic dividend that has garnered much attention could become a liability instead. India and the UAE have inked agreements in a memorandum of understanding, the first of its kind, which will establish trade settlement in the respective national currencies via the rupee and dirham, and to link fast payment systems to make international financial interactions much simpler. Let's discuss this. India and UAE have signed two memorandum of understandings. The first being to establish a framework to promote the use of local currencies like the INR and dirham for cross-border transactions. This would enable exporters and importers to invoice and pay in their respective domestic currencies, as well as optimize settlement and transaction costs. The second MOU is to link fast payment systems of the two countries. Unified Payments Interface and Instant Payment Platform would be linked to make fast, convenient, safe, and cost-effective cross-border fund transfers. The linking of card switches will facilitate mutual acceptance of domestic cards and facilitate financial messaging between the two countries. Moreover, India and UAE have achieved $85 billion of trade already, which will soon reach a milestone of $100 billion. The MOU, which is the first of its kind, is a major development for India and the UAE cooperation. The Emirates is home to 3.5 million expatriates, about 30% of the country's population. This will enhance and promote investments and remittances between the two sides. Additionally, the use of local currencies will reduce transaction costs and settlement, and importantly reduce the reliance on the US dollar. India will benefit largely from paying its oil imports from UAE in rupee instead of dollar, as UAE is India's fourth largest supplier of crude oil. As a result, the agreement will strengthen the economic engagement, enable seamless cross-border transactions, foster greater economic cooperation, and internationalize the rupee. With that, this is me, Rahul Hassan, signing off. Have a great day and stay safe.
Did you like watching this video? Then download our app, Informed Investor, to watch more such informative and interesting videos.
Equity investments are subject to market risk. Read all investment-related documents carefully. Visit www.researchandranking.com